your picture in there.
Oh, there you go.
Dog town for over 25 years. And it's haunted. There's a ghost running around in there. No, it's not of the dog. This building right here, this was our original City Hall. When the first three presidencies were here, this also acted as our Supreme Court. Hey, Paul. Got it.
How old was he at that time? He's been pretty old.
Now this building right here to our right, this was the second bank of the United States, and it was modeled after the Greek Parthenon in Greece, just 1/3 the size. Ironically, they never saw the Greek Parthenon. Modeled it from a painting, it just showed the front. That's why the columns are only in the front and the back, not all the way around. That's now a colonial art gallery. They have all the original portraits of our forefathers in there, including a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, without his wig and his makeup. He was redheaded and freckle-faced. The only freckle-faced president our country's ever had, and only one of two redheaded presidents, Martin Van Buren being the second. Now, Martin Van Buren was also one of only two presidents who was elected into the presidency directly from the vice presidency. Who was the second one?
Only one elected in after being vice president?
Directly from vice presidency.
Ford lost, didn't he?
Ford wasn't even elected president.
That's what I'm saying, he
vice
lost.
president. George Bush Sr.
Huh.
Over here to my left, Independence Square Park, the building with the two windows and blue wall. That was our country's first war department. Only took 12 men in a budget of $5,000 to run it.
Wow.
That's now a museum dedicated to the United States Marines, who were also founded here in Philadelphia, November 10, 1775 on 2nd and South Street, at a place called Hunt's Tavern. The average age of a soldier during the Revolutionary War was 12 to 15.
Jeez.
Building with the white fence all the way around it is Carpenter's Hall. That's where our first Continental Congress held its meetings, in secret, disguised as carpenters, simply to draft letters to the king, including the most famous set of letters, which was the Olive Branch letters, which stated taxation without representation is tyranny. They also planned the first stage of the revolution in that building as well. Also coming up on our left, you're going to see a square patch of ivy with a sign in it. Just that square patch of ivy, nothing else. That was the average size of a working class colonial home. 15 foot by 15 foot. Even though they were 2 and 3 stories, they normally housed families of 5 or larger. Now it's obvious the neighbors on the corner were not working class. This is the Todd house, home of Jonathan Todd. John Todd was a prominent lawyer here in Philadelphia. Really not that important to our history. He died during our yellow fever epidemic in 1793. I can operate from up there. Oh! Let's see.
It's on, just aim it at us.
Name of that? There you go.
Just sees what you get, it's already on.
Wave high. Hope, Dominic.
Philly.
Hope. Good boy. Oh, I zoomed in on
the
it.
horse and
There
buggy
we go.
cruise. We have a good rider. What do they call you?
Driver.
You're the rider?
I'm your driver.
Driver. That's good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yep. Now, Dolly was only 24 at the time of his death. She
Right.
converted the home into a boarding house, and one of her boarders was a young senator by the name of James Madison. They fell in love, got married. He later on became the 4th president of the United States, as well as the father of our Constitution.
Wow.
Hello to everybody they're going to show this to. I'm Ron, and the horse's butt right here is Dominic.
The Italian
Say hello to
stallion.
Dominic, the Italian stallion, for real.
Now, do you like gossip?
Yep.
Dolly wore her skirts above her ankles. That was
Oh,
considered a
boy.
no-no back then. She also wore makeup in public. She
Oh,
smoked a
man.
pipe, was very outspoken, and did not like to be told what to do by anyone.
But I bet the guys liked it.
Well, she's the one who actually caused the war of 1812.
The girls didn't like her, probably. That's what caused the war.
Well, actually, when James Madison was elected president, she was told by Congress that she had to serve tea and trumpets for the presidential inaugural ball. That was the tradition of the first 3 presidencies. Because it honored the King and Queen of England, she said no, and she ended up serving cake and ice cream. Well, that caused the British uprising here in Philadelphia, and they set our presidential house on fire, burnt it to the ground. James Madison moved our entire government to the state of New York and declared war on England at the same time.
They had a lot of passion back in those days.
Yeah.
A little
Well, the
thing
War of
could have caused a lot of
1812
trouble.
started over snack foods.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. If I tried to make you eat crumpets instead of ice cream, you'd get mad too.
Yeah, but it wouldn't start a war.
Yeah, you don't want to start a war. Now we're coming into Society Hill. This is the largest collection of colonial homes and churches in the United States. It's also the 2nd most expensive area in the city of Philadelphia to live in because of its historical value. 90% of the homes we are going to pass from here on in are over $1 million each. Church
Wow.
Cemetery over here to our right is Old St. Mary's. This is the 2nd oldest Catholic church in the city of Philadelphia. It was founded in 1763. Still holds services today. In the cemetery, Commodore John Barry, the father of our Navy, Michelle Bouvier, the great-great-grandfather of Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, and the grandfather of General George Meade are all buried in here. Now, have either of you ever seen the movie Sixth Sense with Bruce Willis?
I don't know, maybe. Don't recall. Don't recall.
The little boy says, "I see dead people."
Probably not.
Well, this is the cemetery where he first meets the little boy. The movie was made entirely here in Society Hill.
Oh. Okay.
And the church where the little boy plays in.
And these houses, $1 million minimum, huh?
Expensive, you get a ton of food, and if you recommend you a by carriage driver, we'll know which one it was. They will give you a discount as well. But yeah, I think the easiest horse I trained with, trained in 2 days. That I gave him a driver in 2 days. It's usually 2-3 weeks I'll keep the horse if he gets through the first 3 days. Because then I want to scare the horse to see how it's doing.
It's pretty cool riding a horse around in the
This
city.
is great.
I think the longest horse took me to train is only 10, and the only reason why I kept him that long is I really liked the horse.
Right?
The horse was such a friendly horse. When we got him, he was abused by the Amish. Very, very afraid of people. Like making a half abused to me. I didn't pull him out of the stall for a week. I just sat in the stall with him for hours and hours and hours until he got used to me. And put him on a cart, but he had a problem with stopping at a light and you rear straight up. And the owner's like, you can't keep him. I said, I'll work with him. I'll work with him. It took about 2.5 months. But the horse is a great horse now. Everybody loves the horse. Here's South Street. Of course, I know you never come this way. I'm the only driver. Oh boy.
Is that the Delaware straight ahead? Penn's Landing or something?
Penn's Landing. Pizza's right here. It's between Second and Front and South. Great pizza eater.
Okay,
Cold oven pizza. I do recommend it.
Petro's. All right, we're gonna go to Petro's.
Now, do you guys like lobster?
A really big dog.
Hey, you! Go in there, ask for Dom.
Hey, is that the Mishulu ship
Tell
there?
The carriage driver sent you. You'll know which one. Because, get up. I'm the only one who comes this way. And they'll give you a discount on top of that. It's every day of the year. As long as you get there before 10
Well, that
o'clock.
sounds good.
Is that the Mishulu?
That's the Mishulu right there.
Is it still an operating restaurant?
Jersey side. The Mishulu is a restaurant. Way over.
Okay.
Portions are small.
You used to like it.
I've been here before.
That was years and
Well,
years
that was a
years
long
and
time
years
ago.
and years.
Yeah.
I thought it had a fire or something.
Years ago, it was great. This is the front of Independence Hall, not the back. Side of Independence Hall, then you go on the back of a $100 bill. In the middle of the park, the statue, Thomas John Barrett, father of our nation. Statue sits in the statue of John Nixon read our Declaration of Independence. Our Declaration of Independence was read in German first. It wasn't read in English until 2 days later, because our national language was 2 days in German. For one reason only, Ben Franklin. He held a lot of influence, to the point where it's actually said he was the one who was running our country during the first 2 presidencies. That's why he never ran for president.
He didn't have to. He already.
But he hated King George so much that once we won our independence, he didn't even want to keep the king around. He told Congress, he didn't Congress, told Congress, our national language is going to be German. Now the reason why he chose German, 60% of Philadelphia's population back then was German descent, German speaking. Almost everyone there spoke both languages fluently. Congress just assumed that's what he wanted, that's what it was going to be. So the day after they read the document, just to make our new language official, they voted on it. German only lost to English by 1 vote.
Huh, wow.
See, in Spanish wasn't even in the running. No, I knew
Turkey only
that.
lost to the Eagle by 17 votes. Very likely this, Mr. Franklin had his way. Not only will we be speaking German, but the turkey would be our national symbol.
So we.
What the heck do we eat for Thanksgiving? Stuffed eagles with tomato ice cream for dessert. That's
No, I
it.
don't think. That's a nasty thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hi.
Kitchens were considered a major fire hazard, but a necessity. So they were not allowed to be built part of the home. They were allowed to be built under the home. Or stone or dirt floors surrounded by stone walls. So if they did happen to accidentally catch fire, there was no chance of the fire burning long enough to actually set the house on fire and maybe cause something like that. Now, Philadelphia was the first city in America to have a zoo, first city in America to have a circus, first city in America to have a full-time candy store, first cotton candy and lollipop made in America was made right here in Philadelphia.
Huh.
Now, do you folks like ice cream?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite flavor, man?
Vanilla.
Vanilla, I would say. Chocolate.
Chocolate, vanilla. The very first flavor of ice cream made in America was made right here in Philadelphia by Ben Franklin. Tomato.
Tomato ice cream.
His favorite flavor, the only flavor he get for 2 years because he would not share the recipe of ice cream with anyone. He finally shared the recipe with a very good friend of his, Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson made the second flavor of ice cream here in America, which was his favorite, vanilla. Now he served 1 scoop of vanilla ice cream every day in his presidency after every single meal, including breakfast. It's good to be the president.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like the Buddy Buddy Network was going full bore back in those days too. They're all friends.
Yeah, you know about my. You know
Don't
about
get her
me,
dirty.
Me and Italian guys.
I see you guys out here. Can take one shot of us.
Sure.
Okay.
There you go. Tell everybody it's your new souvenir from Philadelphia. You're bringing home a horse named Dominic.
My new car.
Dominic! There you go, buddy. Say hi.
Been my new ride.
There you go. There you go.